understand that now.
Correct, and you should have. We're in the finals of the fucking game.
Bars. Whatever.
Hold on! This is my favorite. Hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro! You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
I know they like. Twister, you told her right. I make you a celebrity overnight. Give you ice like Kobe, right? We sorta like Goldie, right? The way we mold them, right? I can make you a celebrity overnight. Girl, I see you in the map bottom jeans. Chinchilla on your back, I wanna know your name. Girl, I'm just like
W's all around. W's all around.
How you doing?
Friday afternoon. Just got done with an electric 7-game series of code names. The new GOAT of trivia games on the market out there. It's a fun one. I feel like we implemented this new rule where there's basically a shot clock. With that new rule, it's going to be, the game itself is going to take off.
I think it'll do way better too.
Yeah, we're going to have like...
At first I was kind of annoyed because I'm like, I can't think. My brain was all fucky, but I think it'll be better probably.
You hated that timer.
I hated it.
So it makes it fun though. Just way more errors. Gotta be more crispy.
I think Codenames now is going to have like an imposter run. Or like a Jeopardy run.
I think we need someone clocking it the entire time.
Nah, sure. We could clock ourselves though, you know. The other team can hold the other team accountable.
When you go to Florida, do you like worry about trivia getting done? Like, do you worry that I'm gonna fuck it up? We're gonna fuck it up when you're not here?
No, because I like make sure you guys have the smallest amount to do. Like if it was like, hey, I need you to make 2 exclusives this week, and then you needed to upload a set and 2 exclusives, I've been like, yeah, one of those.
You don't think I'd be able to pull that off?
It's not that you wouldn't be able to pull it off. I'm just like, I don't trust what's gonna get put out. Like what 2-person exclusive games is he gonna cook up?
I would make way better exclusives than
I
you.
would love for you to make some exclusives.
I'm not gonna back myself into doing more work here, but just know that I know
Okay.
what I would do with it.
No, this week I was fine because you guys only had the set to do. And I thought you'd have Casey to be able to play, or the intern, or Nate, or someone.
I think we did play with a couple of them. I don't remember what games. I think we did 2s for the whole set, and then we did Nate with Jeopardy.
Nate cooked in Jeopardy.
Yeah, Nate. I mean, as soon as we got out of just like football, it was like
I like kind of wanted Nate to be in Sexy's upcoming tournament. I feel like he'd do
he probably would do pretty
well.
Yeah. Wait, why didn't we not ask him?
I think he just hit too many people.
Sounds like we should eliminate someone before,
Yeah,
man.
probably.
I was talking to Sexy a few weeks ago. I want to do like a live show before the tournament itself, like a preview show of it. Like put in betting lines, like talk about strengths and weaknesses of all the players and stuff
actually
like that.
go live, or you're just saying like a
Just like a show, like a week before or something. Maybe it's like the vlog the week before or something.
Yeah.
That we do like a break. You know how they do it for like March Madness, like going through the bracket and everything. I think it'd be kind of fun to do.
But we would need to record it before the actual tournament happens.
Yeah. It's like a preview
Yeah.
for the tournament. Set odds and all that.
Fire.
Yeah, we got the combine lines. I think they should be live on. They should be live on UD.
Well before.
Yeah, this goes live Thursday. They go live Monday. We got our 40 times, verts, broads, in Atlanta. We got long throw, kick, and then our 7-on-7.
Do we know the limit? What they could put? $10, $20?
Probably 10. I have to guess.
5-leg parlay.
Literally be out here telling them what we're doing.
Yeah, big news. So go check those out. Go bet on us. Go do whatever. Or go take the hires or lowers on us. Or do whatever.
Off what you can remember and what you saw, what was one that stood out? We were like,
Well, I can't give advice legally. I can't tell them to take one thing or the other. But I'll tell you the interesting lines that I saw that would intrigue me.
But not you're not saying higher or lower.
No,
you're just
this
saying
is nothing
they
of
were
advice.
intriguing.
This is just, these are intriguing lines.
They stopped you in your tracks.
JMO's stuff needs to get fixed. Like his vertical is fucked up right now, so I need to go in and tell them to fix it.
Gut said they have I think they're gonna get it more correct, but they said Gut said it's currently at 31.5. My vert last year was 23. Like that's actually what I jumped. Fucking light on my feet.
Yeah, you heavy. They watching the vlogs.
last year.
23.
That was what you got last year?
Can I have no ups.
They fucked up fast.
I got no ups.
was 26 and a half?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What's all the events we're doing, like officially?
40 broad, vert, 30 and 45 yard field
Bro,
goals.
Tony
and
got-
into giveaways.
Tony got 88.5. Is that his line on broad?
86 and a half.
But those are only the events that they're doing?
Long toss too.
Oh.
What's that at?
37 and a half again.
37.
I went in on that too.
You are.
So you want all the events?
Yeah, you want.
Pretty much.
you
I just
want
don't want to do
combine?
the agility. I get. Well, I want to do everything. I don't want to run.
We got rid of the bad shit. There's no cones.
Yeah.
I love the 5. I want to do the 5.
I did too.
I want to see how fast I can do it.
Wait. So there's no agility?
No.
No, told you that. We're wiping that
So
out.
it's just kicking. It's the only one.
It's long toss, kick, broad, vert, 40.
Okay, so I'm basically
There's
doing
like
the whole
15
thing except for kicking. Dope. I'm gonna sit down to announce, and then every time there's an event, I'm gonna pretend like I'm not participating, and then pretty much I'm gonna do that.
Alright, we're done now.
I'm gonna do that 5 different times.
They put a lot of respect on Jack's name. 5-1.
You know, Jack was probably talking to them behind the scenes. the whole
5-1.
time. Like sending him his high school tape and shit.
5-1-40, 99 broad. I think he's gonna crush that. 32-inch vert.
They giving me too much respect.
What do you mean?
No, that I have to fix.
Jim, I had a vert of 23 inches.
Yeah,
What'd they give you?
We'll fix it.
26 and a half.
There, don't want to get in trouble. Just
Listen, the combine happened, and then you put all that content with short shorts on throughout the summer, and they're like, kid's been working.
because Jalen's lines at like 30, and I'm like, they ain't touching that. I think they messed up somewhere, which is fine. I think the interesting one, Joe's at like a 4.65, which he ran a 4.7 last year. And you have to remember, it's laser. So as much as he says he practices and reps, it is going to be different than ham time.
Shit, so we're all going to be slower?
All are going to be slower.
Reese had that favorable thumb last year, huh?
Yeah. No, Reese and the laser had favorable times last year for sure.
I'm going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, we'll see. Your line's good. Yours at you're at a 4.2, I think. Or, I mean, sorry. Yeah, 4.2. You're at a 5.25 or 5.3 or something like that.
5.3. I think I can beat a 5.3.
You, J-Mo, and Casey, I think, are all around the same time for 40s.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
5-2.
Nah, that brother's faster than me.
Yeah, I think he is.
No. No fucking shot Casey beats me in a race.
I think Casey's the fastest guy I know.
We got a street outside. Line it
No
up.
fucking way.
He said we got straight out.
That means Tim would be faster than me.
Tim's fast.
Fuck
They were
Tim.
both kind of fast.
Wait, what's your
I
40?
didn't even think of it.
Yeah, what is your 40?
Mine's a 4.9, I think.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't like. You guys all did the combine last
Yeah,
year.
how do
Just
they not
take
have exact
numbers.
lines?
Assume we're all fucking pieces of shit and probably not working out that much or getting much more in shape than last year, except for Joe.
Yeah.
Goat.
What's your line? 4.65?
Enough. We are as close to you, our lines, as we are to Nate. so fuck you.
So fucking fast.
You know, I think Casey gets a lot of respect in this office, so I'm not trying to bash on Casey. I think just presumably I would have thought Casey is slower than me and JMO, but you know, from what I'm hearing from Nick and other people in the office, people are bullish on Casey.
Yeah. Well, he just ran a 5.3 without shoes on at one of the events they were at, so they probably just went off like that.
Without what?
He
Was it on
ran-
turf?
Yeah, it was on turf. He just ran it without shoes, and he ran it like him, Jack, and whatever, Tim, I think.
But
all,
see,
like,
you know what's
raced.
confusing is when we were in Austin, Texas, Tim and Casey raced, and Tim beat him, and they both didn't look like they were going that fast. Granted, I'm probably just as fast as all of them, but like,
Oh yeah, I think the only two. I think Flock will be faster than we think. I think he's light. I think
Flock's an
he's-
athlete.
Yeah, I think
He's a
his
legitimate
line's a
athlete.
5.1. I think he could probably get close to 5. But I think that's a great line.
I think it's a great line to fucking smash.
I think it's a good spot. The other lines that were interesting, long toss. J-Mo's at the same thing as last year. They gave him the most anxiety ever of 30 because he kept going 37, 38. His line's 37 and a half. So we'll see if he beats it this year or last year he beat it by 1 single yard. We'll see. And that was with the wind at his back. So we'll see if he can beat it this year. I'm trying to think of other interesting stuff. Oh, Nate's vertical jump is 15.5 inches.
I have no idea what a good vertical jump is.
A good vertical jump is like Joe's line is 36.5. That's nuts. A good one, I would say, is like 30 something, like 32.
Like what are like receivers jumping at the combine?
Anywhere from like 33 at the low end to like 40, like 39 at the high end. Yeah, if you're over 40, you're like nuts. If you were to give me like Luther Burden or like someone that's like 6 foot, 200 pounds athlete, I would give him probably around like a 36 to 38 inch vertical.
Okay. So
Us as a collective office, I think the average like thing is like 25.5.
okay, Nate's at a whopping 15.
You're at 20.5.
I don't remember what I did last
I think you
year.
got 20 last year on the dot because your line was at 19.5 or 18.5.
All right, Tony's up. Oh.
Yeah, dude, I'm just.
Will
I'm
didn't even
not,
get 18.
I'm not an explosive athlete.
Will barely got off the ground.
I had a lot more confidence going into last combine than I do this one. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, it could be just more motivation than last time, first time doing it, more optimism because you didn't know. There's a lot more unknowns, where now it's like you kind of know a little bit more. Again,
Seems
I can't give
fishy.
advice. Yeah, definitely.
They must know something.
They must know something that we don't, but we'll see.
It's soon though.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's
From the time
fucking
they
soon.
see this, it's like 10 days.
Yeah, no. What next Tuesday? It's
My legs are not ready.
or this Monday coming. It's 2 weeks exactly. I don't. Are we gonna win?
It's insane that
We
you
might-
feel prepared. Nah, we're cooked.
I dedicated.
I'm gonna cook. I mean,
Okay, good. I didn't like how they split up the teams of the extras. Snapback getting
maybe that was karma.
Carson and Swift.
Maybe like
We got Logan and Flock.
got like tried to break it up so that we got the advantage. So maybe that's like a ball don't lie moment.
More excited for the 7-on-7, I think, in my opinion.
100%. That's
still think the
actually,
comment will be a
like
lot of fun.
what matters.
Oh my, 100%.
Yeah.
They did mess up the teams. I will make that known. Carson from Nerd Sesh was now added to Snapback's team, and we got Logan. So it was supposed to be the other way around, but that's fine. You know, Berm's still doing his thing. That's fine.
Berm probably just knew, like, yeah, I got to pulling something. I'm gonna switch this up.
No, it's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna get really intense. Like I'm.
No, it's
I'm
gonna
fired up.
matter. Like,
This matters.
it does. No, we actually can't lose to them.
I'm throwing you a fucking deep ball like 3 out of 6 plays. I want you and Gut are just gonna start opposite ends and go like that, so their safeties can't converge down. I'm just gonna. Throw as far
I
as
think
can.
what's gonna happen is like there's gonna be an issue with like the reffing. Like there's gonna be so many calls that like someone's gonna think is fucking bullshit, and the refs like didn't see.
Well, luckily I feel like
There's no actual clock we can look at. You gotta like grab their pants and just hope the flag comes with it.
And like,
that's why Case is gonna be so good.
Flag guarding is gonna be an issue, but no one's gonna call it.
What else, Stain?
I don't know what happened this week.
Can't do any Gauntlet spoilers. We got yelled at last time, so no Gauntlet spoilers.
Gauntlet.
Got your first dub.
It's exciting. I was actually like a little nervous. Like, am I gonna blow this lead? Because it got super tight at the
Did
end.
get tight at the end. I was assuming I wasn't gonna make it to the final. Not to sound biased, but I felt like today's gauntlet was kind of shitty. I felt like we kept doing the same shit over and over again in the beginning.
The wheel's just off.
Wheel sucks.
Yeah. It also doesn't even make a good noise anymore. Last time it was just like, it was loud, but it was still like, okay, you felt like it was clicking. Now it's like fighting to spin.
Do you think there's any world where now that we've played like 4 or 5 games, we like solidify a big group of things that we actually like doing, and then we almost go like category by category instead of spinning? Because it kind of sucks when we just get draft 6 times in a row. Or
Well, it's
whatever.
also tough when it's like we land on Trivia Cart and we can't play Trivia again. It's like just kind of stupid to like still have it up there.
Right. That's what the wheel is like, almost pointless if we're just gonna choose what we want.
Yeah. But it's like a cool prop.
For sure. It's good, but we just like don't actually use it correctly.
Get that
Gauntlet's
right.
my worst nightmare. Yeah, it's so rigged. Joe, don't ever let me play the Gauntlet again. Next time, you gotta play. Next Friday when I get up to the Gauntlet and I'm like, no, I got this. You gotta be like, dude, remember last week what you said? Remember past Tony was like, never let me play the Gauntlet. You gotta remind me. Because Friday,
This is why I'm so happy I'm the host.
that spot is kind of cursed. I go into the Gauntlet so excited to play and I leave pissed. It like ruins my day.
I understand that now. Correct, and you should have we're in the finals of the fucking game.
Bars.
Whatever.
God damn. I was running out of words. Yeah,
I
no,
had sharp, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was about to say Sexy's ruling is a sharp, and then I'm fucking done.
But we're gonna move on to the final round. Tony is out of here. And then we are going to play.
Let it ruin your day. I'm just gonna find someone new every week to sucker into the Gauntlet. Exactly.
Want to play a fun game?
I mean, we could just have like, as we take turns for the contestants, like they just pick which game.
Pick is fine. I also think like legit either got 12 categories or kept it 6 and 6, or did it like, you know, we had 2 or 3 or 4 that we really like, double down on those, and then have 4 separate ones, and then we just go one by one by one. You know, like if we had BDG games 3 times on there instead of your guy twice, like I don't think anyone would have a problem with that being on there 3 times, you know, and then just go like we should be doing BDG games probably 3 times.
Yeah.
per,
You were
you know?
saying still spin it though.
I was gonna say no, like I was just gonna say we just go like click, 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 click. We could spin it, but
But then, do you think it's like, okay, we got to complete the wheel before we end it, or Sexy could cut it off at like still game 7?
I don't mind. That's something I feel like we can kind of figure out. The thing with like the cutoff with Sexy is it sounds good in theory, but it kind of like always naturally plays itself out. Like if he actually cut me off at 1-1-0 today, like it would have been funny, but I also kind of would have been pissed just because I was undefeated.
Yeah.
You know? But always had a natural spot where it hits and then we're like cut.
Yeah, even when last week when it was like low scoring and Casey and Joe were trying to get in.
It's always like 2 people tied and it's like, oh, this one's the one.
RIP the wheel.
Long lived. Sell it. Selling it $100. We're going to put it on eBay.
Uninstall it though.
More general news. We've been live streaming on the Bets channel.
Started Bets channel MLB lives now.
Baseball's back.
Baseball's back, rolling. By the time you're seeing this, we'll be about over a week in now. By the time we're filming this, we're only 2 days in.
But our plan is Monday through Friday.
Yep. We're going to be on Monday through Friday, both of us. I'm going to probably just do weekends, Saturday, Sunday, breaking down MLB. I'll probably do MLB and NBA during those days. And then NBA videos will be live every single day as well. So you'll have the video for NBA if you're an NBA fan. Then if MLB, you like MLB stuff, will be live going over every game and some of the props you're liking those.
I need to get a setup in my apartment. I don't have room for it, but like if I had a setup where I could just hop on, hit the on button on the camera, I'd probably do weekends.
Yeah,
I'd have to come here and I'm just like, I'm not taking the trip down here. Actually, honestly, maybe I will just because the gym is fucking way better down here.
Yeah, it is super nice to have your own setup in your own place, and it just makes, like, I literally walk out of my bed right to the fucking studio, and I'm just like, all right, turn some lights on, click the record button, make sure everything's set up, and then I go from there.
I've realized since I like moved into my apartment and I have my studio at home and I film a lot there, and now I'm in the office probably 2 or 3 times a week. That was the best thing ever. I like coming to the office 1,000 times.
Oh, because you don't have to?
Yeah, because like for 3 years I was in here like 6 or 7 days a week because it was like the only time I can get shit done. I didn't have a setup at home.
Yeah, because you have it in like a whole separate bedroom. That's nice when you can actually separate it. Because it's like in the corner of your room, it's still kind of like, this ain't the same.
That's how it was for a long time for me.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, I'm gonna separate my living space with an office, and then I did that, and then I was like, fuck, I want something back at home. You know,
it's so easy to just go sit on the couch or something when it's literally within your vision.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just like so not inspiring to just be right next to your bed.
Not at all.
I like coming to the office 100 times more now.
Yeah.
Than when I did all the time.
Do you think people would notice if I like stole the setup in that back room?
Well, Nick doesn't film in there.
Nah, dude, no one films in there anymore. Like if I just took the camera, took the mic, how long do you think I could have that in my apartment before people noticed?
Well, Nick takes meetings in there, doesn't he?
It's more just like the occasional phone call. For the most part, we all only come in on like Tuesdays, Fridays.
I don't think anybody would care.
Someone would definitely care.
Probably, but that's a problem for them later.
Yeah, I'll return it.
It's a lot easier to set up audio though than it is, at least for like the live streams, than it is. Like you don't need a super high quality mic. Like, you can buy $50 Amazon one. Maybe just.
You think high quality camera over high quality mic?
Live streams, yeah.
Interesting. I would assume the other way around.
If you're filming an actual video, I think the quality depends more on the audio. But I think if you're like just going live and yapping, like some people go live and just yap on their phones on like TikTok and whatever, and everyone still listens because it's betting. It's like at the end of the day, it's still then like what's gonna be. Or if they can see you though, I would say a like frontward facing brand. Your face matters, Nick face matters, James face matters, like my face matters. Like our faces are a lot, I think, more valuable than like sometimes just even us yapping. Like if we were to do a no faceless podcast, I don't think we'd pull as much if we were to do a face one, you know, hypothetical.
Yeah, totally.
So I think a camera for us is a pretty big factor. If they see Tony's face, they register Tony. If they just see your Discord thing or whatever,
No, I totally agree. I'm just talking like shitty. Like if I were to live stream with like my laptop camera, it would be shitty.
Oh, it'd be dog shit. And I'd be like, just don't even bother having the camera at that point.
At that point?
Yeah, but if you can have a good camera, I think goes a long way. Because even in my gaming stuff, like I get comments a good amount of like, what camera do you use?
You're looking so crispy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it actually looks like good quality compared to fucking.
It's like I'm in that room with you, gut.
Yeah, it's like you're right next to me. It's like you can smell the DC on my breath.
Speaking of, actually, I got lease manager for the building. I don't know why he keeps DMing me on LinkedIn. Like he has to have my number, but he keeps. No, like the leasing manager of this whole build. Sounds like the super. He just like fixes shit. But he wanted to come in and talk about renewing the lease. Talked to Jack today, and I was like, when you're in, we'll sit down with him. But me and Jack were talking about like, one, I think when we first got this place, we were like, oh, the next office is going to be huge and like we're going to need to expand. And now it's like, we're not here. Like we don't need anything more than the studio for the most part.
Yeah.
And Jack brought up, and it was something I was thinking about. I was like, we could even probably downsize and just have one room that's dedicated to just a strict studio room for the most part. Because we don't use the individual office that much except for like calls or whatever.
Like I feel like if this glass wall wasn't here, we'd probably just make a bigger studio. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and like I'm only here a couple days a week. Most of the guys are only here a couple days a week. Jack doesn't even live here anymore. So like the problem is I wouldn't mind renewing this, but the way our lease is, we had it for 2 years. We would have to lock in another 3 unless they allow us to go year by year. Like if we just did another year, fine, we could figure it out after, but like locking in 3 years feels like too much.
That's long.
Yeah.
3 years.
You're gonna be so old by then.
Stop.
I'm gonna be like 22.
Never make it back to Florida.
Never. We're gonna sign a 10-year lease.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, we have a good setup here. It's just a bitch and a half trying to get to Midtown Manhattan.
I can
literally anytime. Doesn't matter if it's weekend, weekday.
I
if
agree.
it's like early in the morning, late at night. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
We need to take this office and move it to New Jersey.
That would be fucking gas. Joe would be hype. We put ourselves right next to the turf. We start beefing. Get out of the fucking field. We're settling it right here like men.
Yeah. Whenever the Gauntlet
Oklahoma drill.
After the Gauntlet, it's like, nah, fuck that.
Fuck that. We
Yeah,
go to the field.
That decision on the draft was terrible.
Yeah.
Meet me at the 40.
Put your fucking pads on.
Yeah.
Meet me outside.
Oh, you want the elevator? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. It's going down. All right, that's about it. Make sure to like, subscribe, watch the fun shit down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.